welcome to Don Mecca's channel. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to Philomena Cunk's best moments. She's one of the most enlightened, intellectual, philosophical reporters that you'll ever see. And she works for the BBC, so, you know, she got top-notch credentials. Let's see her in action. Let's get right into the video. Thank you to the subscriber who recommended this. If you're into interesting, fascinating type of video reactions, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Who are you?
Whoa. Isn't that a little bit rude? Goddamn. Straight off. Imagine you just start conversations with people like, who are you?
I'm Ian Borden. I'm a professor of architecture at University
Professor of Architecture. Okay.
College London.
What is a building?
What? It's the freaking thing you're sitting in right freaking now. Look around. That's the building.
A building is anything that anyone has built.
So my shoes are a building.
Yeah, technically. I mean, it's been built by someone, therefore it's a building, but no one lives in a shoe, really. I guess maybe if you're homeless.
How many three wise men were there?
Who knows?
How many three wise men were there? Who knows? The girl is just sarcastic, ain't she?
Oh. And I don't understand bread sauce.
Ugh, like, is that a British thing or European thing? Who does that? Bread sauce. I've never even heard of that.
It's a great way of making a really savoury sauce.
Bread and sauce are two completely different things, aren't they?
I agree with her.
Well, they are, but you can grind the bread down and then cook it in milk to make a really good...
Grind it down and cook it in milk. When I hear that, I just picture... That's what I picture.
A really good sauce.
It just looks like sort of jizz.
Whoa. What? Did she just say it looks like what I think she said? This is on the BBC, people. This is on national TV. She's a wild one.
When Henry died, Edward became
His reaction.
king, aged just 9 years old. Edward died aged 15, the youngest anyone had ever died of old age.
Look how intellectual she looks, you know what I'm saying? So sophisticated. And it's not just because of the accent. Look at her analytical stare into the painting.
When you teach your kids Shakespeare...
Hold on. Did she say he's to die of old age? What?
The youngest anyone had ever died of old age.
At 15? What?
When you teach your kids Shakespeare, do their heads grow physically bigger?
what, big words or something? Why? What would that happen?
No.
It's comforting.
Like, I didn't catch that joke too much. Just because they just get smarter, they're bigger words. What? Let me know in the comments.
Isn't it, to realise we don't have nuclear weapons these days?
Well,
what are you talking about?
Depends who you mean by we. The British have got nuclear weapons and have recently indeed decided to increase the number of warheads that they possess.
Yep, yeah, but they're blanks, aren't they?
What? What is she talking about?
They're full of blanks.
No, not at all. No. These are fully capable missile systems with nuclear warhead.
Okay. Look at the shock. Look at the expression in her face. Look at their eyebrows. Look at her eyes. Look at how slightly open her mouth is.
Many other states have them.
You seen the blinking, real
I'm afraid
emotion.
that nuclear war and the threat of nuclear destruction remains very much with us.
She's about to cry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Becky, look at her tears.
Right, can we talk about something a bit more cheerful?
I mean, you brought it up. She brought it up, right? She brought up the topic.
Anything you like.
Do you like ABBA?
I love ABBA.
Yeah. When a feminist looks in the mirror, do they see an equal woman or a better woman?
See what I tell you? Philosopher right here. Philosopher. If a feminist looks in the mirror, does she see an equal woman or a better woman? Let's see the answer to that.
They quite often, like all of us, look for what they want to see and...
You see what you're looking for.
They look for what they hope to see.
That's deep.
You see yourself back to front, don't you, in a mirror?
You see yourself back at the front. Okay.
But not upside down. Why is that?
Well, hopefully, because that's the way that mirrors are designed.
What power's a mirror?
No, it's because you're not upside down. It's because you're not upside down. And it's a reflection, goddammit. But yeah, I'm here ruining jokes. Okay. I'm moving on.
Sorry, you're not the mirrors expert, are you? And to add insult to injury, that money will most likely have a picture of a man on it, because most banknotes don't have women on them.
Is that unfortunate too? But I get it. I get it.
Apart from the Queen, who's on all of them.
Oh yeah, that just shattered her premises. Oh yeah, that was good.
Maybe one day, human beings won't need buildings anymore. Although, for that to happen, we'd probably need to evolve skins made of bricks.
Yo, she's such a genius. That is such A1 level logic. That's Einstein level formulation right there.
And that might take at least another 30 years.
30
Beck is
years to develop brick skin.
startled at dinner by the unexpected appearance of Banquo's ghost, played here for some reason by the letter H.
Which of you have done this?
But what was so great about Henry VIII? Why is he the king we all still remember, unlike, say, Richard V? Well, for one thing, he was fat, so he takes up more room in the memory.
At the end,
Oh my god.
Andromeda Galaxy is going to hit us.
The Andromeda Galaxy, a whole galaxy is going to hit us.
Yeah.
It's going to take billions of years.
On about the same time scale, actually.
So could we fall down a black hole?
Yeah, you could fall.
You fall down. You don't have much of a choice. You're going to get ripped apart in a black hole.
Fall into one.
Is that the same? Because I heard that you could be, if, you know, this is one way that the world could end, is that we're all just sucked off through a hole.
The world is going to end with all of us getting sucked off through a hole. Wow. Okay.
It's
I mean, that must be terrible. Can you imagine what it would feel like to be sucked off through a hole?
I wonder what she's talking about. Do you guys know what she's talking about? Oh my God. Let's go.
Yeah.
Back in Queen Victorian
He said,
times,
yeah.
women weren't allowed to vote, even though we had a female king. So
Even though we had a female king. The government is murdering women. Wow. These are in other languages. La torture. Wow. It's probably saying the same
some
thing.
women formed a gang called the Suffragettes. 1 in 20 people has been a victim of crime, which means that 19 out of 20 people are criminals.
Again, A1 logic and mathematics right there.
No wonder we need police. Over the centuries, many things have been used as money, including amber, wheat, eggs, travellers' checks, feathers, book vouchers,
Feathers. Who's paying for things in feathers?
lobsters, beads, gold, leather, nectar points, rice,
I don't know what nectar
peas,
points is.
mugs and money. It was only the
And money.
last of these that caught on. It's almost unbelievable that before Charles Darwin invented evolution in 1850,
He invented evolution or he discovered evolution. What do you... Oh my...
59.
Oh
No
my
one
God.
had ever evolved. Without him, none of us would be here today, except in the form of fossils or gibbons. This is the National Theatre.
It's almost like thoughts of like a 7-year-old might be having, you know?
It's designed to look so horrible that people are glad to be inside watching.
You know, it is pretty ugly building, I gotta say. She was right about that.
Boring place. Today, Britain stands at a fork in its crossroads, and its people are asking questions. Now we've got our country back. What actually is it?
We got our country back from who? Britain always had its country in recent history. I'm talking about.
Are we, and why? You know when you read a word in a book and you sort of hear that word in your head? Mm-hmm. How do they get the sounds into the ink to make it play in your head?
Yo, I wonder, like, what kind of mind do you have to come up with these jokes? Like, what? It's a different kind of thinking, right?
Well,
she wrote, "The world to an end will come in 1881, a claim which has recently been debunked by experts through a careful process of looking around and seeing the world still here." Today, some people choose to turn the outside of their homes into a giant advent crown. A jolly house covered in electric lights may be expensive and use a lot of power, but it's the perfect way to cheer up a world worried about climate change and dwindling resources. Queen Elizabeth I got a crown screwed on here in Westminster Abbey.
She got her crown screwed on. I knew that.
It was in this ship
I just
Drake
knew it.
became the first person to circumcise the globe.
Circumcise the globe. Ooh.
Which is probably why this sort of ship is called a clipper. People genuinely believed witches were amongst them. Their fear fueled by leaked photos like this.
Leaked photos. Yeah. Wow. I wonder, was that the iPhone 0 guy?
Did an explorer ever try to sail into the sky?
Do you mean like an astronaut?
Find a bit of sea that's
Pilot?
going up and...
No.
We're often told to feel sorry for those who are alone at Christmas. But these days, that's all of us. And
Oh my God.
it's brilliant. Why did
She
Nelson
said it's brilliant.
always have one hand up his jumper? What was he doing up there?
What?
He'd lost most of his right arm, so...
The pagans
Dicey type of joke. Ooh.
celebrated the solstice by cutting down holly and ivy and dragging it into their homes, along with a giant Yule log which they'd set fire to. It sounds rubbish, but with no app store to speak of, killing
With no app store to speak of.
trees and plants was as good as entertainment got, even at Christmas. Despite being the stuff of nightmares, Santa is the world's most popular.
For a lot of kids, I would imagine he could be pretty scary, just coming into it, just like a clown. Some kids super scared of clowns. I could see some very fearful kids of this big bearded man coming into your house, forcing gifts upon you.
Popular home intruder. But at Christmas 1914...
All right, so that was the end of that video. It's pretty funny. She's pretty entertaining. I think obviously she's doing parodies of being a reporter. A lot of that dry, British sarcastic humor all over this. And even the way they replied was pretty funny. If you have other videos that are pretty fascinating, entertaining to watch and to react to, make sure you drop it in the comments or message me. Let me know what to watch next. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, like, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.